Righto, bookend to the day. Good day, but it's December and everyone's emotions are up. Big feels, palpable feels, every room you walk into. It's just that time of year. But it actually puts me in a good mood. Weirdly, it's kind of like Schadenfreude. Actually, I don't know how to pronounce it, so ignore me. It's a word in the German language which there's sort of no English equivalent for. Schadenfreude, which means taking a little bit of satisfaction in the suffering of others. To think if there is an equivalent word. But it's a little bit like why I like India so much. Or other places that are very hurly-burly, whirling dervishes. Because it actually makes me feel calm. Makes me feel like the calm one. So overanalyze if you will, I do not care. And I guess I'm still on post-holiday. Got a little bit left in the battery. I had a wonderful moment last night before, plastering. Now, as long as you're ready for the mess, I found this new product in a tub, KNAWF, K-N-A-U-F. Probably German again, so there's the theme. About pre-made, sort of pre-mixed plaster. It's awesome. It's got the best texture and satisfying. You wouldn't believe. Fills in all the holes, smooths everything out like icing a cake. It was so enjoyable. Reminds me of why I like painting and stuff. I just like the texture and the sensory calmingness of those sorts of processes. Anyway, got to go and get kiddo from home, whip out to a little marketplace, find bargain caboodle tabletop, and I need cash for it. Who carries cash? So I've got to figure around, sort that out, and check on poor little Muntie's arm to see if it's swollen, or give him some more antibiotics. Just picking Ambrose up to go and get this thing. Yeah? Come.
What?
I've got an idea I need to show you. Quick. About the cat. I gave Munty his antibiotic.
Yeah.
With some trouble, I can tell you. About 4 goes. And someone at work, in their genius logic, said, what if you either ask the neighbour about putting a cat collar on him, a bell, because it jingles and at least gives Munt a chance to know that he's coming, he's approaching, so he can take off. I don't know why I didn't even think of it. Obviously that's good for birds and stuff, to give them an idea so they can get away from the cat. But I don't actually know who owns him. I reckon we should just go buy one from the cheap shop, see if we can put it on him. Maybe attach a note.
Oh yeah, we should.
I don't know.
We should.
And then maybe I might see them out in the yard and have a chat.
Once we see them, it was like, you write everything that he's done to the cat and say...
No, put in a little collar and we just have to come up with the perfect statement. But we might ask ChatGPT what to say.
I asked ChatGPT.
Yeah, Chatty said this is the diplomatic way to mention that
no, but
I don't want to have to poison your cat. I don't have it in me and I would never, but he's got to cut it out. We went to the cheap shop, ran into a recently retired colleague from work who's right into cats, told him about my plan. He wasn't sure, but we got a cat bell. And then the shopkeeper got involved. We've all got the same vet round the corner, and she said peppermint in the spray. I don't think that'll put this fellow off. This cat, he's determined. Here we go again. And this is the old injury just healing there, and look, he's all scratched up and swollen again. A bit, not too bad, because I'm onto it. I had plenty of antibiotics and painkillers left and I disinfected it, but he's obviously sore Because when he saw, he just sits up here and stands there for ages. Don't you, darling? Maybe the painkiller sort of has subdued him a bit. You right, darling? It's getting a bit ridiculous. Oh, dear. You right, Munty? You okay, darling? Oh. I might have to put up a fence, or like a high fence all around the perimeter. I don't think that'd stop a cat. I don't think it would stop a cat who was on a mission, because there's no front gate anyway. But I did impulsively buy a very expensive amount of like chicken, plastic chicken, well, it's not wire, but it's a guard to keep pets safe or something. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Meanwhile, I'll show you my this afternoon's marketplace haul. Cheap as chips. Got these caboodle set of tabletop laminate tabletop pieces. They're rather thick, aren't they? But they're a little bit snazzier than this hoopla. See, I've set up the kitchen, sort of. The beginnings of it. I've got a few more pieces to put together. That was a debacle. There's a whole system of getting drawers in to their runners. Nightmare. But I figured it out. Nothing is impossible. Except maybe the cat husbandry. Now, Munty, look, listen to this sound. I've written, please keep on. I don't know how the hell we'll ever catch him to put it on him. Listen to this noise. Yeah, hear that? That's a bad noise. You hear that? You've got to run. Run! Run for home base. Yeah, this one. It's like Pavlov's dog. I think he understands straight away. You've got peppermint. Put that on the perimeter and around the place and in the water bottle. Meant nothing to the cat. And this is the antibiotics with this special, supposedly special, pill dispenser that goes in the cat's mouth. Absolute nightmare. Anyway, speaking of schadenfreude and satisfaction and the suffering of others, have you come across this stuff? German. Pre-mixed plaster that goes on the, the sheets, the hardy sheets of gyprock and stuff. Oh my God, it's so satisfying. Very, very, very sensory, pleasurable activity that was. Schadenfreude. That worked real well. I just put peppermint oil right there and over he pops in the exact same spot. Bothered him none. I was thinking we could build a high fence over our existing fence with this to see if the cat will stay in his own area, the black cat. What do you reckon?
Don't think it's gonna work, but no, what am I gonna do?
I know.
Say no.
It's really turning into a midlife crisis. Oh well.
Well, I'm not in my midlife, so that's my mini problem.
Stuck in the middle with me.
I'm not.
Stuck in the middle with you.